is Jannina Marie Londano. I was 9 years old when I had my first assault. And I began a really bad spiral of relationship after relationship after relationship, where it would always end up with physical contact and almost no sort of actual connection. My second assault or abuse happened when I was 18. I remember saying, "Can you just watch the pool? I'm feeling really sick. I need to go to the bathroom." And so he said, "Sure, but the women's bathroom is not working, so it's being renovated, so you have to use the male's bathroom. It's on your left." And I said, "Okay." And I just remember just running to the bathroom and just making it to the shower and just throwing up. And that's when he came and grabbed me, and that's when I was raped. I remember all of a sudden developing a fear of the dark, a fear of men, even of men in my own family. Having this fear which developed into this anxiety all the time. I was super anxious. I didn't understand what therapy was, and nobody took the time to explain. So for that whole period of time, I had no sort of counsel. So I went to my mom and told her, "Mom, I'm having these flashbacks when I'm having sex." And I will never forget her reaction. She said, "Well, maybe that's just God punishing you for fornicating." I found out years later that they went and asked my pastor for counsel, and they were told that I needed to find forgiveness, and that only then could we continue our family unity. As I grew up, I began to find out that so many women and men in my family have been sexually abused or raped or molested, and none of them had come to my aid when they found out what I had gone through, and none of them had ever spoken about it, and none of them had ever dealt with it. And that's when I began to decide that I needed to begin to speak up, and I needed to say something, and I needed things to change. The most helpful thing you can do to a survivor is just listen and validate their story. Remember realizing that I don't have to understand, and I don't need to understand because it happened. And dwelling on that and would just create this negative energy in my life. And so I focused instead on who I am now and the strength that that has given me, and the ability to understand others that people just don't understand. And listen first. Let them lead the conversation. Don't assume. Be very careful with your questions, especially I remember being asked or being told, well, you were drunk. Did you leave him on? Why didn't you stop him? Why didn't you fight him? And the more you talk about it, the more you engage in this communication, the more healing can happen, and also the more awareness is built. And so don't stop talking about it, and continue to engage in the conversations and ask and check in and follow up later to find out how they're doing.